It is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Wednesday, March the 23rd, 2016. Brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
The District 1 Act Play Contest is Thursday in Tulia, and Muleshoe High School's play of Sparks Fly Upward will be presented sometime between 4:45 and 5:15 Thursday afternoon at Tulia High School Auditorium. The awards presentation will be at 7:30 Thursday night, and the one act play contest starts at 12:15 on Thursday afternoon in Tulia. We want to say break a leg to the Muleshoe High School one act play of Sparks Fly Upward. Now, in the play, the cast members are Marilyn Melendez, Mario De Hoyas, Dylan Miller, Fernando Salamanca, Giovanni Seja, Valentina Platas, Chris Flores, Miranda Melendez, Allegra Mora, Julio Alvarez, Brianna Velasquez, Zena Gallegos, Ethan Gonzalez, Brandy Valenzuela, and Ricardo Torres. Now, there are also alternates for the cast members, and they are Lizzie Morales, Lily Huerta, and Laura Chavez. The stage crew is Yvette Elizalde, Cody No, Lizette Mojica, Jesse Navajar, Kiera Regalado, and the technical crew chief is Frank Riccio. The directors of the one-act play are Dr. Kerry Moore, Louis Pacheco, and Candice Floyd. And please go over and back your one-act play contests on Thursday in Tulia. Now, you have to be there before the play starts because they will not open the doors during any performance. So I'd be there no later than 4:30 or even a little bit earlier, and stay for the awards presentation on Thursday night at 7:30 at Tulia High School Auditorium. Jinx Myers of Muleshoe fell Tuesday and broke his hip. He was taken to the Muleshoe Area Medical Center and then transferred by ambulance to Covenant Medical Center in Lubbock. He is in Covenant Heart Center, room 669, awaiting surgery. Please remember Jinx Myers, his wife Rowena, in your prayers, and all of their family. Results from Tuesday's softball and baseball games. The Lady Mule softball team lost to River Road 8-4, and the Mules varsity baseball team lost to Pampa 12-0. However, the JV Mules baseball team beat Spring Lake Earth in a very close game on Tuesday. The Lady Mules golf team in the Holy Cross Invitational golf meet in Amarillo on Tuesday at the Comanche Trails Golf Course. Sydney Suddeth was second place medalist with a 97. Sadie Suddeth was third place with a 99. Emily Precure shot a 116, and Letty Loya 136. Congratulations to the Lady Mules golf ball team. Also, Connor Harrison led the Mules boys golf team with a 87, followed by Tony Castillo, 98. Brendan Rodriguez shot a 140. Cameron Hardwick, 138. The coach of both the Lady Mules and Mules golf teams is Carrie Suddeth at Muleshoe High School. The high in Muleshoe on Tuesday was 81. The low was 37. And on Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock, it was 48 degrees officially here in Muleshoe. And 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, now brings you a windy forecast for this Holy Week. And first, a message from our sponsor.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 area, whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world. Security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company. 5 area plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 area 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Currently in effect for the Muleshoe area for this Wednesday. High wind warning until 9 p.m. tonight. A red flag warning, a blowing dust advisory in effect as well until 9 p.m. this evening. Here in Muleshoe at the West Texas Mesonet site, 2 miles south of town, we've already had a wind gust of up to 42 miles per hour. That was right before 10 o'clock this Wednesday morning. So be extremely careful. Don't drive if you're out on the highways into extremely low visible conditions in blowing dust areas. Widespread blowing dust all day today. Sunny, high near 63. Windy with the west wind 30 to 40 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 55 miles per hour, mainly this afternoon. Widespread blowing dust tonight, mainly before 8 p.m. Mostly clear with a low around 28 degrees. Windy conditions with the north-northwest wind 25 to 35 miles per hour, decreasing as the evening goes on down to 15 to 25 miles per hour. Again, winds can gust as high as 55 miles per hour this evening. Sunny on Thursday, high near 64 degrees. Northwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming west in the afternoon. So a calmer day on Thursday. Again, sunny, high near 64 degrees. Mostly clear Thursday night, low around 34 degrees. Sunny on Friday, high near 74 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour Friday afternoon. Mostly clear Friday night, low around 36. Mostly sunny on Saturday, high near 70 degrees. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour. Saturday morning, Saturday night, mostly cloudy, low around 30 degrees. Wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hour Saturday night. Sunday for Easter, sunny, high near 59 degrees. Breezy conditions. North winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. Mostly clear Sunday night. Low around 31. Again, currently in effect for today on Wednesday for the Muleshoe area. High wind warning going on now till 9 p.m. A red flag warning and a blowing dust advisory. Wind could gust as high as 55 miles per hour today for the Muleshoe area. 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
You will see pictured on our Channel 6 TV screen a picture of Mercy Manzanellis. She is an 8th grade student at Watson Junior High here in Muleshoe. Mercy has been chosen from a audition tape sent to Carnegie Hall to perform this coming June at Carnegie Hall in New York City. Isn't that grand? Mercy is the daughter of Jose and Phyllis Vasquez. Congratulations to you, Mercy. We're so proud of you. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a moment.
Do you have family in town? Well, if you do, come to Liao's, where families come together. Liao's is a family business that started in Muleshoe. They are located at 1010 West American Boulevard and serve the best of Mexican food and other treats. See you at Liao's. That's where my family goes when we are in town.
This edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by Liao's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank. Will show your school spirit now with the School Spirit MasterCard debit cards available at First Bank, 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515. Show your team spirit and earn cash for your school every time you swipe your card. Available now for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs. Contact them again, 806-272-4515, or go by right here in Muleshoe, 202 South First Street. The School Spirit MasterCard debit cards available at the First Bank, member FDIC. 2 weeks to go home following a hospital stay. Recover close to home at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. The Swing Bed program at Muleshoe Area Medical Center is for Medicare patients discharged from Muleshoe or any other hospital following an acute illness, injury, or surgery, but still need time and physical therapy to heal and strengthen before going home. Call Lucy Garcia, RN, at 806-272-4524 to see if you or your loved one qualifies for the Swing Bed program at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South First Street. Again, call 806-272-4524.
The Muleshoe High School Student Community Action Club will have their annual auction here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well as on our website on Saturday, April the 2nd, starting at 8:30, and it will continue throughout that morning until 12 noon. All money that SCAC makes will go to the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation, and you can watch either on our website, muleshoetv.com, or right here on Reach Broadband Channel 6. And be sure that you remember that these are completely homemade baked goods of all kinds. There'll be cookies, and there'll also be cakes and pies and casseroles, all made by the students and their family of SCAC. These are juniors and seniors at Muleshoe High School. That's Saturday, April the 2nd, Gina and Chris Martis, the sponsors, say. Now, we are going to be filming a couple of videos next month, and that will be the Muleshoe Invitational Track Meet, which will be held on Friday, April the 1st at Benny Douglas Football Stadium, and Bob Graves will be with us to announce the track meet. And then we will also show highlights of Fine Arts Night to Shine. The Fine Arts Night to Shine will be held Thursday, April the 14th. And it will start at 5:30 with dinner being served in the commons area of Muleshoe High School. Tickets are on sale now for $12. River Smith will cater the meal. It will be fish, chicken, coleslaw, beans, potato salad, cobbler, and your drink. Then at 6:30, the Muleshoe High School Mighty M Concert Band and the Mighty M Choir will both perform. The one-act play of Sparks Fly Upward will be presented in the Carrymore Auditorium of Muleshoe High School at 8 o'clock that night for the Fine Arts Night to Shine. That's Thursday, April the 14th. The Muleshoe Area Hospital District Board will meet Thursday night at 6 o'clock in the dining room of the hospital, and they will take up authorizing Preferred Hospital that leases the Muleshoe Area Medical Center to obtain financing to purchase a new CT, and they will audit Preferred Hospital, and that audit ends September 30th of last year. Also, they will consider remodeling clinic space and also physicians' appointments and reappointments. And administrative reports will be held at the end of the meeting, according to Jody Vidana, administrative assistant of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. The Muleshoe Independent Schools will not have school on this Friday. It is Good Friday. Al-Anon will not meet also on this Friday, but Al-Anon meets regularly on Monday and Friday nights at 7 o'clock at the First United Methodist Church in the south entrance. Walk in, and it's the first door on your right in the children's library room. Al-Anon is for family and friends of alcoholics and or drug addicts. But Good Friday, this Friday, there will be no Al-Anon meeting. Donna J. is here from Seminole, and she is helping out part-time as the new secretary right now at the First United Methodist Church. You know, Diane Thornton resigned just recently, and Donna J., who was the secretary over at First Baptist Church for many years, has come back just to help out in the interim part-time at First United Methodist Church as the secretary. Thank you, Donna, for filling in, and it's so good to see you. Don't forget, the STAR test will be given next week in the state of Texas, and that will be on Tuesday and Wednesdays, and then the makeup test of STAR will be given on Thursday. So please, parents, grandparents, guardians, be sure that you encourage your children to do their very best. Be sure they go to bed real early on Monday night and also Tuesday night, and have a good start to the day with a nutritious breakfast on Tuesday and Wednesday morning, and Thursday if they need to make up the STAR test. And encourage them and be positive and let them know that you believe in them. It means so very, very much. On Thursday, there will be a track meet that Muleshoe High School track stars will be participating in Dimmitt. And the cheerleading tryouts at Watson Junior High will also be held on Thursday. Wednesday, all day, the tennis teams of MHS are in Sundown to participate in a tennis meet. Friday, there will be a JV baseball game at Littlefield at 4:30, and then the varsity will play at 7 on Friday at Littlefield. Saturday at 12 noon, the JV will play at Sanford Fridge softball for the Lady Mules, and then following that, the varsity game of girls softball. Sylvester Torres is retiring after 40 years with the city of Muleshoe, and he will be honored with a retirement reception Tuesday afternoon from 3 to 4:30 at City Hall in the council chambers, and everyone is welcome and encouraged to come by and tell Sylvester Torres how much they appreciate his service to the citizens of Muleshoe. And Sylvester Torres, a big happy birthday to you. He's turning 60 this week as well. And so it's a big time for Sylvester and Alicia Torres and their family. We are so indebted to him for his dedication and his responsible service to the city of Muleshoe for 40 years. a very dependable man, and he and his wife are our sweethearts right now here on Channel 6 and online, and being honored by David and Liz Tips at Hereford Feed Ingredients. If you would like to nominate a sweetheart for Channel 6, be sure and call us at 806-272-3990. We do need a picture and information about your nominee for sweetheart. It can be a man or a woman or a child of any age or a couple. And we need to say a big happy birthday to Claude Riley. Claude Riley is celebrating his 96th birthday on Thursday, and Claude is a resident at the Parkview Nursing Care Center. And always remember Claude and Evelyn Riley on your prayer list, please. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a jiffy.
Fry and Cox right here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street, where they have wedding shower selections for Natalie Head and Brian Glendenning, Shelby Burris, and her husband Brandon, Janae Powell, and Joey Johnson, and Monty Kirby, and Veronica Lopez. They are beginning to get their spring plants in. They have pansies, lavender, strawberries, rosemary, also sweet red, Georgia sweet, and Texas sweet onions. Great sales that will begin next week. Look for those coming up shortly here on Reach Broadband Channel 6. And again, wedding shower selections for Natalie Head and Brian Glendenning, Shelby and Brandon Burris, Janae Powell and Joey Johnson, Monty Kirby, and Veronica Lopez, and they're receiving their spring plants in now. They already have pansies, lavender, strawberries, rosemary, and onions available at Fry and Cox, 401 South 1st Street, right here in Muleshoe. BK Boutique, 200 East 21st Street in Clovis, New Mexico, has their spring collection. It's now in store at 200 East 21st Street, Clovis, New Mexico. BK Boutique, they're open 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, and 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday. You can call them 575-762-1848. That's the spring collection is in at BK Boutique, 200 East 21st Street in Clovis, New Mexico.
Thursday is the deadline for all students at Dillman Elementary School to turn in their yearbook orders. I'm going to go down to visit Julia and Isla, and I might see Peyton and Alicia and Brian for Easter, but Gil Robert will be here and he will keep the mules clopping, so keep listening, and I will be away just a few days. Now, don't forget that on Monday, April the 4th, at the Muleshoe State Bank Community Room, all people who want to enter the Muleshoe Art Association's annual Spring Art Show need to turn in their artwork, and that does include Muleshoe High School students as well. They will accept your artwork entries in the art show from 9 to 2:30 that day. And entry fees are $5 for members, $3 per entry for miniatures, $10 per entry for non-members of the Muleshoe Art Association, and entry fees are non-refundable. The membership dues in the Art Association in Muleshoe is $20, and they do encourage everyone to join the Art Association who enters the art show. The categories are oils and acrylics, watercolors, pastel, photography, miniatures, miscellaneous, and then there's a special category for Muleshoe High School art students 18 and younger. And all watercolors, pastels, ink, and charcoal, pencil, and photography must be matted and framed under glass or plexiglass. Frame size limit on miniatures are 5 by 7. And if you do not want your artwork to be sold, be sure and mark it not for sale. And Sandra Chansey or Ann Johnson or Nelda Merritt or Alice Lyles or any of the members of the Muleshoe Art Association can give you more information about the art show April the 4th. Don't forget to join your Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce and Agriculture and support your community. Individuals, families, businesses, and farmers and ranchers are all welcome in the Muleshoe area to become members of the Muleshoe Chamber. On our prayer list, please remember the people of Brussels, Joe Copley, Angie Castillo, Martha Honeycutt, Pat Kirk, Debbie Lovelady, Gail Morris, Terry Obenhouse, recovering from successful triple bypass surgery, Gail Wilcox, who has pneumonia, Joseph and Janie Carpenter, Gary Freeman, Monty Hudspeth and his wife Mary. That is Jeff Kaufman's brother-in-law, Monty Hudspeth. He is now in hospice care. B. Rayna, Rick Morris is having gallbladder surgery, Randy Smith, and don't forget America. And especially as we're facing the elections this year. I have a friend, Terry Murphy, who lives in Phoenix, and he said Tuesday that he was in line with 1,000 people waiting to vote in Phoenix. He has voted ever since he was 18, and he said that was the first time he had ever had to wait that long to vote in Phoenix. Isn't that grand? David Gallman remains on our prayer list, and Augie Rios, and we are so glad that little Augie has been moved now into a private room at Covenant Children and Women's Hospital in Lubbock. He is the great nephew of Patty Kent of Muleshoe. Reese Brown, 16 years of age, of Nashville, the nephew of Iva Noble of Muleshoe, may start his chemo at the end of this week. Remember Jerry and Bill Savuto and McKinney, formerly of Muleshoe, Cleo Ward and his wife Ruby and their family, Dr. Joby Claiborne, who is home after his successful surgery in Lubbock, and he is doing very well, Janet told us. Mrs. Wayne Pearson, formerly of Muleshoe, now of Nazareth, Shirley Boyd Anderson of Amherst, formerly of Muleshoe, and remember Larry Thornton in Baylor University Medical Center in Dallas, where he had his heart transplant surgery, and he certainly needs to be in our prayers along with his wife Diane and their family. And there is a fund at the First Bank for Larry Thornton's medical expenses. Cheryl Morris, Jacob Shelton, the grandson of Mr. and Mrs. J. Messenger of Muleshoe, Gladys Black, Buck and Carolyn Johnson, Betty Noble, Alice Sims, the mother of Betty Ennis, Mary Janice Brantley, Reed Moracle, Allie and Bryant, Pat Prather, Mary Nell Bleeker. Remember the families of D. Chitwood, of Charlie, formerly of Muleshoe, the father of Dick Chitwood of Muleshoe, Rebecca Gonzalez, 43, of Amarillo, formerly of Muleshoe, the daughter of Josie Avalle of Muleshoe. Bob Donaldson, 83, of Muleshoe. Remember little 10-year-old Hannah Simmons. She will have more surgery in May. And Harper Lee Kirby, 1 year of age. The great-granddaughter of Mary Janice Brantley of Muleshoe will have surgery May the 4th at Lubbock Covenant and Women's Hospital. Carlos Guerra, formerly of Muleshoe, who now lives in Iowa, had skin cancer surgery just recently. Jean Paul and Corlin Jarman and their family. Mike Pugh and his family. Also Irma Mendoza, Michael Richardson of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, Francis Miramontes of Muleshoe. Remember also Laverne Smyre, Marion Wilson, Judge and Mrs. Glenn Williams, James and Wanda Kemp, Phyllis Angeli, Alma and Alton Burton, and please remember Susie Clonch and her husband Jim Pat and their family. Susie will be going back to the doctor next week in Lubbock. At the Muleshoe Mesonet site, wind gusts were recorded at 54 miles per hour at 10:40 on Wednesday morning. The high wind warnings continue, and we have a red flag warning, blowing dust advisory as well. And don't ever start a fire outside in these kind of weather conditions that we are experiencing now.
Well, it is just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it on our website, free of charge on demand, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. Mineola has a downtown duck dealer. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And The Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 76 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. They're owned by the members that they serve. You can call them 806-272-4504 or check them out online, bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
R.D. Wilson has a combination gallery and studio in downtown Mineola. He carves ducks.
I always duck hunted, and I always wanted to carve my own working decoys like the old guys used to do around the turn of the century. Now they're all plastic. I carved my first dozen and I hunted over them. I had the best duck hunt I've ever had in my life. And then I gave those away to friends and family for Christmas that year. People loved them so much for they wanted me to do more of them.
He says some old decoys are really worth big money these days.
I'm a collector of old decoys and I refurbish them, restore them. I have the largest collection of old decoys in the state that's for sale. But they're getting extremely hard to find, and you find a lot of them in bad shape, and so I take them and I fix them up and add, pieces where they've been broken or repaint them if they need be. It's original folk art, and there was only so many of them made, and just like anything else, there were some guys that made them better than others. This decoy right here sold for $250,000 about 6 years ago.
He makes his ducks using white cedar.
It smells good when you're working with it, and it smooths out, and it's very strong. It withstands a lot more abuse than like balsa or some of the other. Tupelo is what I carve my fancy birds out of and my fancy ducks. But that wood is so expensive, it's not really worth it to carve a working decoy out of that.
He is 1 year behind on his commissioned pieces.
Most people in this area love the wood ducks. The wood ducks is my most most popular duck that people want. I do a lot of mallards. My personal favorite's a pintail. It's also one of the hardest to carve. I also like green-winged teal, blue-winged teal, and a few widgeons and canvasbacks is probably another one they ask for. The ducks go on up to around $1,000.
He uses a series of saws, grinders, and knives to make his pieces look real.
Every feather is carved in. It looks just like a feather, and as a matter of fact, I love it for people to touch it to see if it is a feather. Every little stroke puts a little feather, in there.
R.D. Wilson of Mineola.
His work is sold at shows and galleries all over the United States. He loves to hunt ducks. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen or branch office administrator Dana Rimpey. The market report was recorded this Wednesday, March the 23rd, 2016 at 11:30 a.m. U.S. stocks are lower to begin the day as investors await further clues on the economy and direction of monetary policy. In economic news, mortgage applications declined for the week of March 18th, while new home sales rose by 2% in February. In earnings news, General Mills reports third quarter results in line with expectations. Bond prices are higher on weakness in equity markets. In the S&P 500, the best performing sector is utilities, while the worst performing sector is energy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 32.05 to 17,550.52. The Standard & Poor's 500 Index is down 6.20 to 2,043.60. The Nasdaq Composite Index is down 32.93 at 4,788.73. New York Stock Exchange this morning, volume is moderate with 233.74 million shares traded. Decliners are outnumbering advancers by roughly 4-to-1 margin. In the commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $29.43 to $1,218.88. The spot price of silver is down 62 cents to $15.26, and crude oil prices are down $1.05 to $40.40. In the bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.70%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 1.92%. Some stocks of area interest: General Mills Incorporated is up 0.10 to 60.89 today. Toll Brothers Incorporated is down 0.18 to 28.84. Pfizer Incorporated is down 0.03 to 30.35. Walmart Stores Incorporated is down 0.07 to 67.80. XL Energy Incorporated is up 0.41 to 41.80. 41.18, and Apple Incorporated is up 0.09 to 106.81. The market report has been brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street, 806-272-4102. Check him out online for more market information, www.edwardjones.com.